Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, mini Motorways. We are off to Tokyo for today's daily challenge, which will see double traffic lights and free road tiles whenever we draw a bridge, which is great because all the bridges are going to be super short because most of the waterways are very tiny. But hey, it's the thought and the reward and the challenge that counts, right? That all makes sense, doesn't it? That might have been not. Tokyo does not mean we get a Shinkansen. That's a different game. That's the game with trains. This is the game. Well, this is also the game with trains. There are trains in this game. There are not trains in this level. Bug Unicorn was here first. Good morning, Bugsy. Sunflare Space was narrowly beaten, despite having technically been raised in a swamp. Okay, you can't just drop that, Sonny. You have to explain. Tell us how you were raised in a swamp. Also, Hulkamat is correct. This is the kind of placement you like to see. Business over here, short little road. Business over here, barely a road at all. This is what we've got. Did I name you play baseball? No! I named you Wade Boggs! Now you go back in there and pick me some cranberries, damn it! That's what people say. You were born in a peat bog. Okay. I was born in a hospital, but I'm fancy like that. I'm sorry. Oh, what is this tiny little red house doing? I have no idea. It is Tuesday, which hopefully means we'll stream Tactics tonight. I don't have a work assignment today, so there's that. Then again, I didn't have a work assignment yesterday until 6:02 in the morning when I got an email saying, hey, you have a work assignment today. And it turned into an all-day deposition, which is so much fun. Always fun. Always tremendously fun. But hey, you know, it's the job. I've been thinking... because it hasn't been a year. It's been like a year and 4.5 months. But I like my job. That's not news or anything. You come up here. This red house, we're not doing anything with. Yeah, we'll put it this way, I guess. Here. You can go that way. This dark blue was going to be weird either way. Oh, hi! We'll take a third bridge rather than a 5th through 8 set of traffic lights, or a 5th through 8 traffic light. You come up over to here. We're going to take advantage of the free road tiles and just whoosh over here. And speaking of free road tiles, I hate this island. If we can pave this island, we should pave that island. We have paved the island. Huzzah! This is a funky little bridge. It's like, hey, fuck that island. Fuck that island in particular. Can we get some light blue houses to go with our light blue bridge? Maybe? Thank you. Light blue business comes into existence right before the light blue houses. You always love to see that. Okay. This is actually gonna work out just fine. You are gonna swing in like so. You are gonna go up and over and in like that. Okay. You do that as well. Great. We still maintain the beautiful principles of one business, one road, and we have a tiny little weird red hook to justify the existence of the light blues. That's fine. Oh, God. Ooh, sniffed. I sniffed. Sunflare Space was born in the room that she would call her bedroom for the next 16 years. The house was built on a peat bog 20 feet below sea level, and your garden would sink 4 to 12 inches a year. That is scary. That is uncomfortable making. But hey, I'm sure it works. They have, you know, decent civil engineers in the Netherlands. The whole country is kind of like that, so I suppose it's fine. Everything's fine. Just peat bog things. Oh, goodness. Ow. Alright. You, little red house, Ez. You're going to come up here. We're going to do this, and I'm going to have a traffic light right here. It's not an ideal traffic light, but it'll be basically fine. Here it is, Tokyo. You're always going to get houses up here that need to get over to here. That's just a thing. It's a thing that always happens. So, behold, the thing that always happens has happened. Hey, little tree, you're in the exact worst place. Sorry about that. But these 3 yellows go off over to here. That being a double plaza, that means we're going to have fun getting stuff over there later, but, you know. I've got a bridge, I've got a motorway. I might regret not taking the bridge here, but maybe 30 road tiles. I just want to be sure that I'm good on road, that I have the ability to take motorways in the future. So, passing up a bridge there feels like it might come back to bite me in the ass, but, you know. It's fine. My ass is squishy. Hold on. No, don't ask what I meant by that. Here. You 3 greens go down over here, up to that away. We've burned the 1 bridge that we had. But hey, free road tiles on the bridge, so that's nice. A 5th red house for this circle will not go unappreciated. Sometimes it would rain too much, the road edges would get saturated, they would become spongy. Oh. I'm not a civil engineer or anything. I don't think it's great if your road can be described as spongy. That doesn't strike me as the thing you want. It doesn't strike me as a term that should have really any place in road maintenance, unless you're talking about, you know, very specific methods of cleaning the road. But still, I don't think a road should be described as spongy. Does that make me an old fuddy-duddy? Am I a stick in the mud for my antiquated beliefs regarding road sponginess? I don't think so. What I do think is that we got a problem. We got to get this black house and the people coming out of it in their cars over here, which complicates things. Yeah, the Blues just funded a motorway to get them to work. It's tremendous. Surely nothing bad will happen to it. Oh, hello, Seminole Blanc. Big old detour all over the map, kinda. I think what we're gonna have to do is, well, first things first. We're gonna take motorway number 1. We're gonna run it over to here. We're gonna put these blues together like so. I'm gonna have them come up here so that I can do a traffic light there. If I just run them into here, it would be a bad traffic light. You know, you'd be turning right to get off of this and go left against it, and we don't want that. We want these turning right against the light. Okay. Listen, Matt, this is exactly what happened. I don't know what to tell you. Now, unfortunately, I think, well, for some of these greens, like these 2 right here, I can do a traffic light here and get these 2 off of the main drag. This house is just going to have to spawn on the road, which is unfortunate. I could actually, hold on. If I demolish this, if I bulldoze this tree, well, that's going to make me popular with the neighbors. If I bulldoze that tree, I can put the turn right here. There we go. Okay. So now all 3 of these greens are going to come in off of the main road rather than spawn right where the travel's happening, and that's going to be better. It's still not great by any means, but, you know, this is all a basically temporary fix. In the fullness of time, we're going to get another motorway. And if we get another motorway, we can take these dark blues and motorway them back over here so that they're not having to deal with this garbage. But hey. Malcolmat would like, or someone would like to live inside the paved island. Well, I got bad news, friends. Ain't gonna happen. You, Reds, come over this way, go in there. Thanks a bunch. You have gone circular. That's not great. I don't love that. I wish, in fact, that some other thing had happened. But, you know, so rarely do we get the choice of what happens in our lives. Now, because you have two houses basically directly adjacent to you, you can stay alive for a minute or three. But, all right, I'm going to take a motorway. And because I've taken a motorway, we can basically immediately reclaim all of this. Like all of this silly road here and these two traffic lights. Yeah, we can just say the hell with that. We can run these three dark blues right up into here, just as we were meant to do in the first place. You go off that way. Maybe a roundabout at some point would be nice to get a couple more of these blues to support that thing, but, you know, that's a problem for future me. Present me is going to run a big long yellow Y road right down here into that business. That's going to be cool. You may as well swing down that away to theoretically support this thing if it ever goes round, which, hey, it might. Hi there, red face. What are we going to do about... Don't say that, Goog. Don't. Okay, fine. Here. You are a red house. You're going to go right over here. That's going to be wonderful. I could and perhaps should get you another house of support, maybe from up here, but it's fine. This is all basically fine right now. We don't have to worry about nothing. You know what we'll do? Let's do this. And then run you like that. That feels smarter, better. I'm going to take a second bridge. I know I just speculated about the value of a roundabout, and it would be nice to have one at some point, but I think it's definitely better to have bridge flexibility right now. Fourth green as this goes circular. That's cool. Make it a fifth green. Neato. 6 greens. Don't mind if I do. We can go over that way. 7 greens. Wow. My goodness. You spoil me, greens. These 7 greens go off to that business. That should be basically fine. Basically fine. This light blue over here is kind of fucked, actually. So, that's not great. You know what else isn't great? Is the status and placement of this light blue here. This light blue here is kind of a fucker. This dark blue here is a real bastard. Alright. One disaster at a time, I suppose. Let's take all of these light blues and shoot them off that way. That'll cost me 19 freaking road tiles. Great. Okay. Now, we gotta get dark blues here. There is, like, no good way to do that. So, super happy. You go there. You go there. You go there. These yellows are fine. This has calmed down a little bit. This is still bad. These reds are lovely. They spawn in here. Take care of that. That's okay. It is Monday, so oof. Fuck. Alright, the only way I'm getting anything to that dark blue nicely is with a roundabout. So, might as well take one now. Figure out how we do it. How do we do it? That's a question. I think I have the answer, actually. Okay. Here's the answer. It's not a great answer, but follow me here. You can't actually do that. I wanted to run this green road down and then up through here. It can't do that without going over this, so Oh, my already bad idea just got worse. Lovely. Look at this garbage nonsense. Look at the awful thing I have to do here. That sucks. Okay, cool. That sounds tremendous. This green business just got overfucked. But hey, it's fine. You and you come down to here. We're going to redraw or slightly redesign motorway number 2 such that it goes over that away. And then we're going to take this right here. We're going to stick a roundabout right there and send a spur up this way. So these 3 blues right here come up into the roundabout, off to the northeast, and up to this business. Meanwhile, these 3 reds here go into the roundabout, and then up over the long bridge over to that. It's not great, and I don't love it. And this green exists now. So, all sorts of bad things are happening. You need to spawn west instead of south. That's fine. The answer is boop, 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 and down to boop, and okay. Well, I need so many more pieces of road traffic. I need 4 road pieces from somewhere. Give me 4 roads. Who's got 4 roads I can borrow? These reds have 4 roads I can borrow, actually. Boop, and we'll just sever this connection here. It seems conceivable. Okay. So this is awful. But, no, I don't think I have a but, actually. I think it's just awful. It's gonna work for a minute. It's so hard for it, isn't it? Oh, great. Hi, yellows. Oh, Sunflower Space, pressed the button. Thank you, Sunflower Space. Oh my god, this green nonsense. This is awful. Man, a motorway would go down nice and smooth right now. Mini motorways. Can I have one of them? Having a motorway would save me 8,000 road tiles. Would get this yellow back to being not awful. Oh, I remember the days when this yellow was not awful. It's fine. It's fine and good, actually. Give me a blessed motorway. Okay. So, let's kill this traffic light. And all of this road is gone. We're also going to chop these 4 greens off of this little road. We're going to keep this very long road with all of its support going that way to support that circle. That's going to be fine. You, however, are going to take motorway number 3 and go up there. There. You go support that. That's going to be fine. Now, I did just get a whole bunch of, what if you 3 go do those things, and you 2 here, just give me a whole bunch of road. Cut that corner. Boop, boop, and boop. Hooray. That seems fine. You go there, you go there. 3 of you. You should be okay. This thing, I think it had been a circle, maybe. Might just have become a circle, actually. I think you just went circular, but that's generally speaking okay. We've got 6, 7 yellows here. Now, granted, I have 0 road tiles, but, that sounds like a problem for future me. Same with this blue business. This blue business is not a problem for me to deal with right now. It's a problem for the me that exists in 18 seconds from now. And fuck that guy. That guy's a shithead. I don't care about the guy who exists 18 seconds from now, and you shouldn't either. It's a bad strategy for life, actually, because in 18 seconds it could be you. Oh, we got trouble. Right here in River City. Trouble that starts with a capital T and that rhymes with P, and that stands for fuck. Alright, give me a motorway. Okay. So, black houses have decided to have a moment. That's great. You come down over to here. You're gonna be fine. I do have a motorway now. Being thusly possessed by a motorway now, I can probably do something good. If I were the king of the forest, well, that would be bad for the forest, wouldn't it? You are going to go up that way. You need to get redrawn. You need to connect there. You need to spawn properly. Okay. This is working, sort of. I still need to deal with this Western blue nonsense, which I don't really have a great answer for. But, you know, we'll deal with it. It'll be fine. I think the answer comes in the form of... Well, part of the answer comes in the form of screwing over these yellows. And by screwing over those yellows, I actually just mean giving them a motorway. Wait, why am I giving these yellows? Well, I'm giving these yellows the motorway instead of these yellows because these yellows are also interfering with this business by their road presence. So that does make some sense. Motorway number 4, swing down to there. Okay. Now, the thing that I was going to do is have these 2 reds go back over to this business, but perhaps this is an excuse to do something different. Can't do anything until I get some road back, so... Oh, fuck. Fuck you, red place. Not having this. Okay, you go off that away. Okay, alright. This is bad. This is bad times now. This is the land of badness. Where bad things happen. Alright, you go up that away. That's gonna have to be fine. You might as well point there. There's no reason not to. Shit and shove me in it. Okay, Sunflower Space would like a treat for Nora. That sounds like a good idea. I'm sure Nora's excited by the possibility, even though she doesn't realize it's happening yet. What in the fuck am I gonna do about this? It's a wonderful question to which I presently don't have an answer. You need to do that. That'll be fine. Samurai Sam has accurately summarized my feelings on the issue at hand. Where'd my treat jar go? Oh, it was behind my work stuff box. Ah. Hi. What? You want a treat? Is that what you want? Would you like me to take one of these, savory seafood bursts and hold it in front of your face for you to nibble at and then take and then consume? Here.
Oh, there's a kitty.
Order, baby. Okay. There. Cat got a treat. 28 seconds of stream time was spent. Oh boy. What the fuck are we gonna do here? That's a good question. Well, I've got reds going this way. I've got... You know what I could do? Just as a temporary stopgap? Oh, this is awful. This is a bad idea. Here. We're going to marry these 3 reds to this business. For now. I'm not going to give up and die and get samurai slammed. I am, however, kind of fucked because the black business is just overloaded and I never supported them enough. I just sort of assumed that 3 houses would eventually catch up to a dying square, and that never happened, so... You know... That was not the best effort today. Top 40% beaten by Samurai Sam, beaten by Parlor Ghost. Drop those Samurai Slams in the chat if you've got them, but that's not all. Drop those ghosties. The beautiful, beautiful ghosty emotes for tier 2 only. Hulkamat, I'm sorry to say that this was not the endless run. You do not have the infinite mini Motorways run today. But you do have me playing Wordle. That's something, right? That counts as great. The word is not great. It contains very few of the letters in great, actually. It could be plank. There's absolutely no reason it can't be plank other than the fact that we now know it's not plank, and actually that plank didn't get us very much. But it's fine. It's fine. It could be Mavid. Now, granted, Mavid is not a word, but aside from that, actually, it can't be major because there's no R. It can't be Mabis because that's not a word. Ooh!
It's Mustadio.
I don't think it's Mustadio. I'm mildly surprised that the speech-to-text lady in the stream notification can say Mustadio, but hey, it's Mustadio! Circle Master coming in for a 33rd month in the Goog troop, which means, of course, that he has access to all of the lovely Tier 1 emotes. Thank you, Circle Master. What do we think this word is? It's a good question. Can't be banjo. Can't be bamjo. Bamjo is not a word. It can't be saggy. I suppose it could be savvy. That feels like a terrible guess at this stage. A double V word? Fuck it. I saw the S and the A, and I thought for one glorious second that I had pulled the greatest pull. But no. Perhaps it is saucy. It could be saucy. It is not saucy. Sam, if I had done saucy instead of savvy, I would be at the exact same place. It could be sassy. It could be sassy. You know, there are only so many words that it could be, and one of them is sassy, so. A triple letter word? Oh, Wordle. Even if the letter is S, a triple letter word is mean. Oh, that's awful. We both got it in 5 and did savvy before sassy. Well, Hulkamat, it turns out that we're the same person. which is scary. All right, we are teams only for yesterday's Immaculate Grid. We need Giants and Astros and Red Sox and Rockies and Nationals and White Sox. And guess what, Sunflare Space? We can hit the Pedro Martinez button. We remember Pedro. Low percentage Red Sox dudes and Pedro. Oh, we should have a bang Pedro button. We should not bang Pedro. No offense. He's a 50-year-old Dominican man. He's not exactly to my tastes. But hey, if that's your thing, go nuts. Actually, I think he's married. So if that's your thing and everybody's on board with it, go nuts. Anyway, a person who played for the Rockies and Red Sox is Daniel Bard. Probably not a low percentage pull. Rather famous, but yeah. Okay, there you go. Dante Bichette would have fit this square. I bet you a bunch of people don't remember that Dante Bichette played for the Red Sox. He did. He was terrible. But, Circle Master, it's true. I am Dominican Silver Fox Adultery shaming. Which, incidentally, is the title of the episode. Thank you. Don't mind my exceedingly loud typing. It lets you know that I'm typing. All right. Let's see here. A person who played for the Red and White Sox is, I don't know, Tony Graffinino would fit. Yeah, Tony Graffinino would definitely. Was Tony Graffinino on the White Sox? I think he was. He certainly feels like he was. I know he was on the Royals. I think he was on the Rockies. Do we want to put Charter Child on the Immaculate Grid? Yeah, fuck it. Let's chart that child. Tony Graffinino played for the White Sox. Hooray! He also made a big playoff error against the... That's a true thing that happened in 2005. It's fine. Anyway, now it gets hard because we have to remember the Rockies and the Astros and Giants and and awful. That's what I have to say to that. All of this is now bad. Shit and shove me in it. Okay. A Rocky and Giant is that the Octavio Dotel button? You gotta hit the Octavio Dotel button, don't we? At some point we're gonna have to pull that cord. Is that right now? Maybe. I can't think of anyone for any of these squares, which is a fucking problem. So, yeah. Here comes... did Octavio Dotel ever play for the Giants? I don't think he did, is the thing. He didn't, is the thing. So... Son of a bitch. AJ Burnett for Giants and White Sox? I only have the vaguest instinct that, yeah, no, AJ Burnett didn't play for the... Did he play for either of those teams? I don't think he played for either of those teams. I could be wrong there. We still need more wrong guesses. Nick Johnson was a National, but neither an Astro nor a Giant. Tim Lincecum was a Giant, but none of these other things. Orlando Hernandez was not an Astro nor a Giant. Mike Hampton. Hey, Mike Hampton. He fits. I remembered a dude. That knocks off one. Carlos Lee? Actually, yeah, I think Carlos Lee played for the White Sox. That sounds right. Carlos Lee, yep, there's a White Sox pull for the bottom middle square. Okay, we got two more. We've got two more in us, collectively, as a unit. I believe in us, maybe. Giants and Rockies is Darren Oliver? No, I don't think he was a Giant. Javier Lopez. Was Javier Lopez a Rocky? could be conflating him with someone else, but I don't think I am. I think Javier Lopez fits. Javier Lopez fits! Now that's a pull. I'm proud of me. And also another obscure Red Sox reliever. And just look at the top right and bottom left corners and ignore everything else. Okay. A giant who played for the White Sox or Nationals is... Adam Dunn was never a giant. Did Chad Cordero pitch elsewhere from Washington? He did. I think he was a Rocky, actually. But I don't think he was an Astro or a Giant. Brian Wilson was not a National, nor did he play for the White Sox. Andrew Benintendi? Was he a Giant? Did the Red Sox trade him to the Giants? Or did he go... Trying to remember. Andrew Benintendi went from the Red Sox possibly to somewhere, to the Royals, to the White Sox. And I don't remember if the Red Sox traded him directly to the Royals. I feel like they traded him to the Giants. If they traded him to the Giants, then he fits the bottom right square. Fuck it. This is probably wrong, but Andrew Benintendi? Nope. They must have traded him directly to the Royals. Damn it, and crap, we have failed. We got 6 on the grid. Curses. I missed out on Trevor effing Story. Aww. Which is the best thing you can say about the career of Trevor Story on the Boston Red Sox. Randy Johnson fits the Giants in National Square. You know what? He does. Sam even said unit. So Moose, this isn't like, this grid is not the perfect grid. This grid is just the most popular choice for each square. So like 26% of the people who got this square got Randy Johnson, and 21% of the people who got this square used Randy Johnson. Not at the same time, but you know, this doesn't add up to 100. Everything's cool. Dexter Fowler fits the top middle. Holcomat's favorite baseball player in the history of the world. Carlos Rodon fits. Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. Everybody remembers the long career of San Francisco Giant Chris Bryant. Not really, but okay. Less than half of the players in the game got the top middle square, so that's something. All right. Well, I beat the average score. I try to be immaculate with my grids. I'm often not. And hey, you know what? It's not even 20-8 and I don't have a heart out or anything. Let's guess the .game. Why the fuck not? All right, we're going to guess the .game. This looks immediately off the bat like a PlayStation 2 era horror game, like a Resident Evil or a Silent Hill. I don't recognize it at all, but I'm going to say that it's Silent Hill 2. Sure. Silent Hill 2. It is not Silent Hill 2. It got a Metacritic score of 93%. Hey, you know what? I recognize that. That looks like I don't think this is Fallout 4. I think this is Fallout 3. And the reason I think this is Fallout 3 is, like, just in general, we've got this weird green haze over everything. We've got this big ramshackle shack up here. This is a very identifiable reticle to me. This is Fallout 3. Hooray! I nailed it. Can we see what other screenshots they would have used? Okay. This one is a fucking obvious giveaway if you've ever played a Fallout game that this is one of those. Like, if you've played any Fallout since Fallout 3, you should immediately recognize the lockpicking mechanic. This is... For people who know this game, these are obvious giveaways. Now, granted, I've functionally never played Fallout 3. I started playing a month or so ago and got a couple hours in and was massively bored, so I stopped. But, you know, yeah, this is, again, if you're familiar with the interface at all, these are all transparently obvious giveaways. And the last slide is basically a very famous moment in the game. Let's say that. All right. So that was GuessThe.Game. We did the daily challenge in mini motorways. We did the Wordle. We did the Immaculate Grid good, and we guessed the.game. So that's nice. Folks, that is going to do it for us here today on Good Morning Mini Motorways. But fear not, your thirst for Goog will be quenched later. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I will be back later tonight, in all likelihood, with more Final Fantasy Tactics. It will be a tremendous time as we go. I think we still have to rescue the princess. I think we've still been chasing the fucking princess for a fucking month. That sounds about right. But hey, we have 3 ninjas in the party now, so nothing can hurt us. You hear that? We're starting chapter 3. We're chasing down people. We're dealing with ninjas. It's going to be a tremendous evening of Final Fantasy Tactics. Come on back for it later tonight. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.